Don't trust Google Maps in this country. Good morning from Kanab, Utah, otherwise known as Little Hollywood. If you're new to the channel, I'm Katie. That's Tuck, and we're taking a really long road trip. The areas surrounding Kanab have just incredible scenery, and a lot of movies were filmed around here. The Perry Motel is where a lot of movie stars from the golden age of Hollywood stayed. And as you walk around town, they have little plaques talking about all the actors and actresses that have been through here and filmed here. Well, that's a name I recognize. Omar Sharif. I have to admit, I don't recognize a lot of the names on the signs, but there are a lot I do recognize. Don Knotts. The Rat Pack hung out here. There's Gary Cooper, Charlton Heston, Ronald Reagan, Tony Curtis, who starred along with Jack Lemmon in one of the most fantastic movies ever made, The Great Race. And it looks like they're redoing the tourism office. I hope they keep all the murals. There's a lot of really fun murals all over town, and the tourism office has some good ones. Those look like fun, cool vehicles to go adventuring in. I mean, I'd just like to adventure in them myself, and not with a tour company, but they look like fun. Time to say goodbye to our Holiday Inn. I'm so very happy to have a shower and clean clothes. And look at this car. I think this might be some YouTubers. They've got a pretty sweet ride. Caleb and Lana, fans of freedom. It definitely looks like some money went into that vehicle. I mean, I can't say that a bunch of money didn't go into my own, but it went very slowly over a long period of time. Piece by piece. Good boy. I'm all loaded up and ready to go, and we are going to go to a place called White Pocket. Probably. I don't know what the roads are going to be like. There has been rain in the area. It's very sandy here, so the road might actually be in slightly better shape because the sand can pack down a little bit, but I don't know. So it's a lot of dirt to get there, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we get there. Aurora. We've got a fair bit of highway driving before we get to dirt, but at least it's pretty highway. We have made it to the dirt, and we just gotta see what it's like. It might not be passable. There is mud on the road, but so far it's been fine because it's pretty compacted, because a lot of people drive back here, and so it's been okay so far. We're still at the beginning of a very long road, so who knows what's going to happen down the line, but I'm hopeful at this time that we might make it all the way to White Pocket. Welcome to Arizona. We're diving down into Arizona on this road, but we will be coming back out to Utah. But then we'll be going back to Arizona again. This is a really washboardy section of road. But it's dry. Those cool rock formations out in the distance are called Coyote Buttes, and that's where the Wave is. The Wave is an insane rock formation that you have to hike to, and you have to get a permit to hike to it. And I tried to get a permit, but I was not successful. This is pretty funny. That is where Google Maps told me to turn to get to White Pocket. And that's the second place that Google Maps told me to turn to get to White Pocket. We are now on presumably the correct road to get to White Pocket. There were actually 3 roads that Google Maps told me to go down that don't get to White Pocket. They probably connect to this road, but that's pretty funny. Don't trust Google Maps in this country. We are now off of the very washboarded main road and onto the 4-wheel drive section. And I mean, knock on wood, there's still 10 miles to go on this 4-wheel drive road, but it's looking very promising. This is the sandy part that really stood out in my memory from driving this the last time. We were driving this in winter as well, but there was snow all over the ground through this part, so you couldn't really tell what you were driving on. It's sandy, but dry-ish. I mean, there is a little moisture in the sand. And here I am thinking I'm all cool doing this in the Jeep, and here's some kids doing in the road in a whatever that is. Not an off-road vehicle, but for sure. I imagine there are a few spots where they were probably clenching their sphincters a little bit though, but they obviously made it. I don't think Tuck is going to open the gate for me. I got to do that myself. Those guys timed it really well. That's how it goes. We have made it to White Pocket. And there are people playing music on a speaker out there. Guess I won't feel bad about flying my drone. I mean, that's like a sedan, and that made it out here. Looks like a rental car. I don't think their rental car company is gonna be super pleased about them driving it out here. It's just a short walk to the cool spot. And White Pocket is just this cool spot out in the desert. I'm guessing Navajo sandstone, but I didn't look that up. And it's neat to explore. There's no trails, you just walk around and explore the area. It's definitely worth it to drive all the way out here just to see this. And we have really dramatic clouds today. Everybody calls these rocks brain rocks because they look like brains. Bumpy and convoluted. Looks like brains. Let's go down this way. Are you having fun? Yeah. And the little one is having the time of his life. Let's go over here. There's no people over here. There's a bunch of people having like a party or something and playing music quite loud on a speaker. People. Well, guys, this place is pretty awesome, isn't it? But it's getting later and we need to get back to at least the main dirt road before it starts to rain, because they are forecasting a lot of rain tonight. If you couldn't already tell by all the clouds that have been in this portion of the video, it's gonna rain. What do you think? Okay, happened. Good boy. Okay, kiddo. Are you ready for another long drive on dirt? Because that's what we're doing. I'm going to try not to jostle the little guy around too much, but I'm going to go as fast as I can because it's 4 o'clock and it's probably at least an hour before I get to gravel rather than sand. It's bumpy. This is the second time that I've been to White Pocket, and the first time was right after I got the Jeep. Mary Beth and I came out here with Fluffy Dog, who, if you haven't seen previous videos, was Tuck's predecessor. It was winter, like it is now, except there was a lot of snow on the ground, like a whole lot. This road was a very different experience with snow on the ground. We did a little bit of white knuckling getting down this road in the snow, and today it's just fun. It's a fun, sandy, little windy road. I definitely recommend coming out here when there isn't snow. Another contrast is that when we were out here when it was covered in snow, we had the place to ourselves. That was glorious. have made it back to the very washboarded gravel, and now I'm looking for a camp spot. I saw a number of them on the way in that might be suitable, and there's one in particular that I'm hoping to get because it looked particularly nice, or at least had particularly nice views. So we'll see what we can get. I'm trying to figure out what speed to go to be in sync with the harmonics of the washboards. I haven't figured it out. And it's just starting to spit rain a little bit. That spot I thought would be a really cool place to camp, I passed it. I realized I'm much further down the road already than where that camp was. I was trying to pay attention, but apparently I was not. I was busy trying not to get my teeth rattled by the washboards. Oh, here's a possibility. There you go. Are you very happy to be out of there? Well, despite being not the spot that I was originally planning on, we've still got a pretty darn nice view. I need my coat though, because it's pretty chilly. I forgot to go grocery shopping when we were in Kanab, so I'm having Raisin Bran. I am surprised that it's not all smushed up into little pieces, because Raisin Bran often does that. It has stayed remarkably intact. All right, it's spitting rain again, and look at the mist that is moving over those mountains. And that's the storm that's moving through. And I think that's it for tonight, guys. And I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. It's amazing that you're coming along with me. And if you made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you should subscribe. It costs nothing and it really does help. I'll see you down the road. There's at least 30 minutes of that before bedtime.